Hey guys, I'm Mark Scott, and thanks for checking out another voiceover tip. When I went to Las Vegas to attend the WovoCon 2 conference, one of the things that I was most excited about was having the opportunity to go and see the Michael Jackson 1 Cirque du Soleil show at Mandalay Bay. It's a show that I've wanted to see ever since it opened up, and so knowing that I was going to be in Vegas, I thought, hey, I gotta get myself a ticket, I gotta go check out this show. Now, leading up to it, I was very excited. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. And one of my friends actually picked up a book for me, and it was called Michael Jackson, Inc. And that's what I ended up reading on my flights from Buffalo to Las Vegas. And I learned a lot about Michael Jackson. Now, regardless of what you think about Michael Jackson, regardless how you feel about him, there's one thing that can't be denied. The guy was a brilliant businessman. And he didn't become the king of pop by accident. And as I read the book and I started to get a little bit better understanding of Michael Jackson the person and Michael Jackson the businessman, I began to understand why he was such a success. Now, one of the stories that's told in the book is actually told by Berry Gordy, who was the founder of Motown Records. And he talked about a very young Michael Jackson in the studio while they were recording the first Jackson 5 album. Berry Gordy said that Michael was always asking questions, incessantly, about absolutely everything. And it wasn't because he was questioning what was going on, it's because he wanted to understand what was going on. Even at a very young age, like 10 years old, Michael Jackson was trying to get an understanding of how the music business worked, how the recording process worked. Why did the engineer do this versus that? Why did the song say this instead of that? Why did this beat drop like this instead of that? Berry Gordy said that Michael Jackson never stopped asking questions. And as I read the book and got to see the story of Michael Jackson throughout his life, it's something that he never stopped doing. Michael Jackson was always asking questions because he always wanted to learn and he always wanted to understand what's going on. And that is one of the reasons why he was a success. If you want to be a success in your voiceover business, you've got to be curious. You've got to want to learn and you've got to be willing to ask questions. Sometimes we're afraid because we think that people are going to make fun of us or we think that maybe our questions are going to be stupid. So we, don't want to make a fool of ourselves. We keep it all to ourselves. That's not the way it needs to be. If you want to succeed in this business, don't be afraid to ask the questions that are going to help you achieve that success. Need to know about your audio editing software? Ask a question. Need to know about how to apply a demo to a certain category? Ask a question. Need to know about a rate for a certain project? Don't be afraid to ask a question. There are a lot of people in our industry that are always willing to help. There's Facebook groups, people on Twitter. There's always somebody out there that's going to be willing to offer an answer to your question, including me. Got a question? Leave it in the comments below. Want to succeed? Never stop learning and don't stop asking questions. So what do you guys think? If you got a question that you've been waiting to ask but you've been nervous about doing it, leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to get in touch with me through my website at markscottvoiceover.com. You can email me direct. Leave it on my Facebook wall. You can check that out as well, or send it to me on Twitter at Marc Scott. Want regular voiceover advice delivered to your inbox? Sign up for my newsletter at newsletter.markscottvoiceover.com.